Well, Canada has filed a NAFTA challenge against the massive tariffs the U.S. slapped on softwood lumber. Canadian softwood producers have already paid $500 million in countervailing duties since the spring. Washington claims that Canadian logging companies' access to public lands constitutes an unfair government subsidy. Ottawa wants a NAFTA dispute panel to examine the tariffs. The next round of talks to revamp NAFTA kick off today in Mexico. Well, in just a few hours from now, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau is expected to reveal what Canadian peacekeepers are going to be doing on future missions around the world.
How can those 600 Canadian troops and police officers make a difference in a world where there are close to 100,000 peacekeeping troops active at any given time?
Now, this will be Canada's first step back into peacekeeping since the Liberals pledged up to 600 troops and 150 police officers to the United Nations last year. Trudeau's going to make the announcement at a peacekeeping summit in Vancouver. But to give us a bit more perspective, I'm joined by Stewart Webb. He's editor at DefenceReport, joining me from Salt Spring Island, British Columbia. Stewart, good to have you on the program.
Well, thank you for having me, Jennifer.
So what sort of peacekeeping role are you expecting from Canada? What do you think the announcement's going to hold?
Well, it's definitely going to be putting the toe slightly back into the bathtub to check the waters. What's going to happen is that you're going to see Canada having more of a support role. So they've already proposed to the UN that they should give helicopter assistance to the mission in Mali, strategic airlift to other places, training more peacekeepers and local security forces on the ground in those areas. You're not going to see, Canadian peacekeepers right at the front lines just yet.
Well, and that was the image that many had of Canada's peacekeeping role back in the 90s. You know, the Blue Berets, Canada was known as sort of a nation of peacekeepers in many ways. How has it changed since then?
Well, I mean, take a look at Mali and the Democratic Republic of Congo. I mean, right now, the UN missions there are essentially on a counterterrorism mission against, in Mali, ethnic Tuaregs who are against the government, and also elements of Al-Qaeda in the Islamic Maghreb, ISIS, and a few other groups from Algeria. And in the Democratic Republic of Congo, I mean, you've got M23 and a bunch of other rebel groups, and Boko Haram. And these are not safe areas. UN peacekeepers continually being attacked or killed. There was an attack in DRC last month that killed one, and the mission in Mali is actually the most deadly for the UN so far.
Yeah, so what you're saying is groups like Al-Qaeda, like ISIL, ISIS, they do not respect the nature of these peacekeeping missions.
Oh, exactly. And of course, the nature of peacekeeping has changed for that point, right? Is that now we're not dealing with state versus state, separating India and Pakistan, although we still are. We're actually trying to help local governments, trying to, work with non-state actors, terrorist groups, or just rebels.
Yeah. And so do you think Canadians value peacekeeping the way they have in the past?
I believe so, but I mean, the government signal saying that they're going to do a more support role, it really is saying, okay, well, we're going to do as much as we possibly can, everywhere we possibly can, but we're going to take as little risks as we possibly can, because Canada does not want to have their peacekeepers come back home dead just yet. After 12 years in Afghanistan, we can't really justify that, and the government can't either, and they can't have that risk.
Yeah, so how can Canada deliver on its promises for peacekeeping, which they've been making, but not necessarily following through on?
Well, as I said, do the stuff behind the lines, strategic airlift, helicopters. What was interesting that I've heard is that there are no plans to open up the Lester B. Pearson Peacekeeping Center that was in Cornwallis, Nova Scotia. This center actually was, the forefront for training international peacekeepers and the Canadian forces. So even the Canadian forces right now aren't having the proper training for a peacekeeping mission of the sort.
Interesting. We're also hearing that the role for women may be encouraged even further.
Yes, there are reports saying that there's going to be a $15 million trust fund for countries to actually get money to actually put more women into the peacekeeping areas of responsibility. This is also trying to curb a lot of the sexual assault and allegations that are happening in DRC and elsewhere. and also put more of a female friendly voice on this. So we'll see what happens going forward there. But it's going to take a lot for the UN to even get rid of this ghost in the closet.
Yeah. Stewart Webb, great to talk to you this morning. Thank you.
Thank you very much for having me.